All right, let's talk about the single most expensive mistake you can make with your Amazon advertising. Seriously, it's this silent profit killer that costs sellers thousands, and today we are going to break down exactly how you can stop it. Okay, just let that sink in for a second. This is the central claim from the guide we're digging into. We're not talking about little tweaks here. This is a massive, fundamental error that can literally drain a business of tens of thousands of dollars. It's a huge statement, but you know what? It gets right to the heart of a giant problem on Amazon. So you've got to ask, right? With all the data and all the tools we have available, how are so many smart entrepreneurs getting this so wrong? Why is so much money just being, well, burned on ads that don't actually deliver? And here it is, the answer in just 5 simple words: focusing on sales over profit. It is the classic mistake of chasing that big, flashy revenue number, the one, while totally ignoring the actual cash that's hitting your bank account after all is said and done. This is what we're calling the profitability blind spot. And it's a really dangerous place to be. It's this mindset where you feel like you're winning because, hey, sales are going up. But in reality, that very growth could be digging you into a deeper and deeper financial hole. So let's break this down. On one side, you have the sales-focused seller. They see a high advertising cost of sale, or ACoS, and they think, awesome, my sales are growing, and they just keep pouring money into ads. But the profit-focused seller, they look at that exact same number and ask a totally different question. Yeah, but am I actually making money on these sales? It is a complete 180 from chasing vanity metrics to building a sustainable business. So how do you make that jump? How do you get into that profit-focused mindset? Well, before you even think about optimizing a single keyword, you absolutely must build a solid profit framework. It all starts with 2 foundational steps that connect what you're spending on ads directly to your bottom line. And the key here is to get super granular. Step 1, you have to calculate your landed cost for every single product, your SKU. And I don't just mean what you paid the factory. Landed cost is everything: the manufacturing, the shipping, customs, all of Amazon's fees, the whole shebang. Step 2 is using that number to figure out your actual profitability for that specific SKU. If you don't have these 2 numbers, you are flying completely blind, just guessing with your ad spend. Okay, so once you have that crucial profit data in hand, it's time to pan for gold. This is the core of the whole strategy, a really powerful keyword filtering system. It's designed to sift through all your advertising data, find those golden search terms that make you money, and just cut out the ones that are draining your budget. And this table just lays it out perfectly. Look, you can't treat all your keywords the same. That's the whole point. This system helps you sort them into buckets based on their performance, highly profitable or not so much. And then it tells you the exact surgical action to take for each one. It's all about precision, not just spraying money around and hoping something works. So what are these gold nuggets that we're looking for? Well, according to the very first filter, these are search terms that have gotten you 3 or more orders and have an ACoS that's at or below your break-even point. These are your proven winners. These are the keywords you want to go all in on, like right now. Now, once you've found these winning keywords, you don't just guess what to bid. No way. You use a formula. For these absolute top performers, you take your average cost per click and you multiply it by 1.75. That becomes your new max bid for an exact match campaign. I know, it's an aggressive move, but it's designed to help you totally dominate the ad placement for a term you know makes you money. Let's put some real numbers to this to make it super clear. Let's say your average cost per click for one of these winning keywords is 76 cents. You just apply that 1.75 multiplier, and boom, your new max bid becomes $1.34. It's a calculated, data-driven decision, not just a gut feeling. Okay, so that's how you optimize the keywords you already have. But what about finding new ones? Well, the guide we're looking at has this clever little pro tip it calls the weird test for finding hidden opportunities your competitors are probably totally missing. So this next part, this is for anyone who's ever just hit a wall and thought, where on earth do I find new effective keywords? We've all been there, it's a huge pain point, and this is a really simple creative solution that uses an asset you already have. The idea is so simple, it's brilliant. First, you just take your own product title and break it down into every keyword combination you can think of. Think like a real customer searching for your product. Then you launch these new keywords in their own campaigns across all the match types.
broad, phrase, and exact, just to see what sticks. And finally, you just let the data roll in and apply the exact same filtering system we just talked about to optimize them for profit. It's a totally free way to generate a fresh list of potential winners.
So you've found your profitable keywords, you've got a system for finding new ones, you're good to go, right? Well, not quite. This isn't a one-and-done fix. The real secret to long-term success is turning this entire process into a consistent, repeatable habit for your business. And the magic number for that habit is 7. The guide recommends running this entire process, downloading your search term report, applying those profit filters, adjusting your bids every single week. It's that relentless consistency that will compound over time and build a truly profitable ad account. And really, this is the ultimate mindset shift. Profitability isn't some destination you finally arrive at. It's a continuous cycle of analysis and optimization. Think of it like tending a garden. You're constantly pruning the campaigns that don't work and giving more water and sunlight to the ones that do. So we'll leave you with this one last question. I want you to take a really hard look at your own business, at your own campaigns. After everything we've talked about, are you truly managing your ads for sales, or are you managing them for profit? Because honestly, the difference could be everything.